Hi, Katie.
Hey, Scotty Poo. Barb. What's up?
Hey, not much.
Hey. Over here.
Looking for.
I know it. I am ready to go. Get this forward. I could use a little core myself, to be honest, so it's probably for the best. Do you guys have blocks? Do you have blocks at home? Do you have a block or no? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use a block then, but give me like 3 seconds. I'm gonna go grab my block from downstairs.
Mr. Come over. That was loud. Like you open, don't you, bud? Yeah. You see with me? Okay.
Was having a block dilemma because I have so many. These blocks are like the exact opposite. Like this one's so heavy and thick, and this one's like thin and like weightless. So I was like, which block? So I got them both. Hi, Heather.
Hi everyone. Hi Katie.
Do you have a block at your home by chance?
I do.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna start. Well, we're gonna use our blocks today. Maybe a little more than I usually do. So
Do we need two or one?
just one.
Just one. Okay.
I was gonna decide, so I had to grab both.
Okay. That sounds great.
I'm just gonna switch interchangeably myself, but you can just use one block. Okay. I'm an indecisive person. Okay, friends, I muted you guys. So let's do this. All right. Go ahead. Have your block somewhere you'll be able to grab it and just go ahead and lay down on your back. I have two blocks, but as I said, you only need one block. You can have two if you want. All right. Once you're laying down, just stretch any way you want. So maybe take your arms and your legs long, or maybe hug your knees in, or whatever else might feel good or just interesting. So ah, feel in your body a little bit more. And then eventually just come into constructive rest pose. So feet on the ground with your knees bent and feet a little bit wider than your hips. Let your knees fall in towards each other. And whatever feels good with your arms, so totally up to you. And let's just take 3 big deep breaths here. So big, huge inhalation, fill up. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, your hips, your pelvic bowl. And then open your mouth and just sigh it out. Ah. And 2 more like that. Big inhale. As big as you can get. Expand, inflate. And when you are ready, exhale, let it go. Ah, I'm yawning. And then last time, great big inhale, fill up. And almost as if you are exhaling out just the stress of your day. Big open mouth sigh when you're ready, sigh it out. And then just start to come back, or not come back, but start to come into your enjoiiiii breath. Start to create that little whisper noise as you breathe very intentionally and slowly in and out through your nose. Gentle constriction in the back of your throat. And then keep your enjoiiiii breath going. Stay connected to it. Draw your knees in towards your belly and just take a gentle little rock from side to side. After a few rocks, knees stack over your hips, shins parallel to the ground, so reverse tabletop position. And then grab hold of your block and bring it in between your inner thighs. It doesn't have to be super, super close to your inner thighs, but you want to keep you want to just give your legs something to hug into, something to squeeze. And as you hug in, you should kind of feel your low belly get the slightest little tone in it. All right. So from here, extend your arms out to both sides. Take an inhale, flex your toes back. And then as you exhale, super slowly take your legs over to the right, but don't let them touch the ground. So it's like you're going into a spinal twist, but your legs are hovering. Stay here as you breathe in. Hold, squeeze your block. And then as you exhale, brace around your middle and bring your legs back to center. Hold in center. Take an inhale. Squeeze your block. Active feet. Exhale over to your left side. So as far as you can go without letting your legs touch and without letting your right shoulder lift. Stay here. Breathe in. Squeeze your block. Active feet. And then exhale, slow motion like you're moving from your center back to neutral. Inhale, neutral. Extend your left leg up. Squeeze your block. Exhale, legs over to your right. Hover and hold. Keep squeezing. Stay here. Breathe in. And then with your exhalation, slow and steady back to neutral, back to center. What you doing, ropes? Inhale, center, switch your legs. So right leg extends, left knee bends. Exhale over to the left side. Hover and hold. Try not to let your right shoulder lift. Squeeze your block. Breathe in. And then slow motion exhale takes you back to center, back to neutral. Inhale, neutral spine. Extend both legs. Bend your knees as much as needed so you don't pull on your low back. Exhale over to your right side. Your legs will feel heavier now. Hold, squeeze, breathe in. Exhale, slow motion, back up, neutral. Active feet, bend your knees so you're not pulling on your low back, but get your legs as straight as possible. Exhale over to your left. Last one. Hover and hold, squeeze your block. Breathe in and back to center. Now as you come back to center, bend your knees so your shins are parallel to the ground again. And I want you to try to move only from your hip joint. So don't move from your knees. Don't move from any other place. This movement will come just from your hip. Keep your spine in this exact same position. So don't let your spine arch or round. And see if you can lower your heels towards the ground. Get them as low as you can without letting your spine change position. If you can tap your heels down, awesome. But if it's too heavy, stop wherever you feel like your spine's going to move and then bring it back up. So do that a few more times. So exhale, lower your heels. Don't extend your legs. Don't bend your knees more. Just make this movement come from the hinge of your hip. Up and down. Only go as far as you can. Do not let your back arch. So you want to feel this neutral spine. You want to feel as you're squeezing your block, a tone in your belly. Your lowest, deepest abdominals are engaging here. Those are the abdominals that support your low back. Those are the abdominals that support all your internal organs. Keep them all in place. So this is how, it's a subtle movement, but this is how we feel into those muscles. Don't overdo it. So if your back is arching, you're overdoing it. Only go as low as you can, keeping that nice neutral spine, squeezing your block. Finally, come back up and then extend your legs up, reach your arms up, squeeze your block. See if you can lift your head. Try to touch your toes with your fingertips. Pull your low belly down. Squeeze your block. If you want more, tuck your tailbone, lift your toes up higher, reach your fingertips up higher, squeeze, hold, squeeze your block. Last breath. Woo-wee, let it go. Good job. Remove your block, feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana. And just be here for a moment. If you do have two blocks and you want to put them underneath your thighs or knees for a little support, feel free. Otherwise, just let gravity take hold. Try to relax into it. And if it would feel good, you can ever so gently just kind of flutter your knees up and down. Gently being the key word. And just kind of feel that lighting up of your center, that band around your middle, your strong core. Bring your knees up and set your feet on the ground. Bridge pose is where we're headed. So if you want, you're welcome to use your block in between your inner thighs again. You don't have to. Bring your feet so that they are facing straight forward, their hips width distance apart, and your heels line up underneath your knees. Arms down by your sides. Exhale, pull your belly button down and scoop your tailbone up. And then as you inhale, come into your full bridge. So peel your spine up off your mat. If you would like, you can work your shoulders underneath you and perhaps interlace your fingers or take robot arms. So bend your elbows, Fingertips face the sky, palms face each other. Take 5 deep breaths, hug in with your inner thighs. One day I said hug in with your inner thighs, and people like collapsed, so their knees were touching. So you want to keep your legs strong just as they are, but imagine you're squeezing an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs. And breathe all the way down, low belly, low back. Keep the tilt of your chin tilting slightly up, so press into the back of your head. Take your last couple of rounds. And if you do have your shoulders underneath you, stay in your bridge pose, but just bring your shoulders out from under you. Invitation everyone to reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. One more inhale, lift your hips, press into your heels, inner edges of feet. Exhale, super slow motion, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Only at the very, very bottom, once your spine is back in neutral. Go ahead and extend your arms out to both sides and then bring your feet out to the width of your mat. Keep your knees bent. If you want, you can walk your feet a little further away from your upper body. And then we're just going to take some windshield wipers. So if you round side to side at your own pace. And the slower you go, usually the more you will feel and the more you will get out of it. So don't rush it. Slow. Good job. Finish the round you're on, or take one more. And then come back to center. And hug your knees in. And take a little rock from side to side. And if you want, you can get to hands and knees in your own way. But if you want, you can join me. I'm going to rock and roll a few times forward and back. So slowly, I'm going to start out and then I'm going to build up a little momentum. And after a few rocks, so let this be like a pose. You're not just moving through it. You're actually feeling what it's offering you. And then eventually we'll rock up and just roll over our feet. So you can just cross your ankles, roll over your feet. Probably have to crawl back a little bit. Nice and centered on your mat. And then just move however your body feels like moving. Intuitive movement, cat-cows, hip circles, child's pose. Just feel around. Nice job, you guys. And then as you're ready, go ahead and find your way into downward facing dog. And walk out your dog. Feel into your dog. So you can pedal out your heels. You can give your head a little shake or a little nod. Nice work, you guys. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away. And then as you exhale, just look to the top of your mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Hang out in your fold for just a moment. So you could ragdoll your arms. You bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. And try to let your neck relax, head nice and heavy. Enjoiiiii breath. Next time you breathe in, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that one more time. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. And then this time, let's take it all the way up. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up and stretch, high mountain. Slow dive all the way down into your fold. Empty out in your breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, take it all the way up, arms extend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. And if it's available, you can reach your hands back, but try not to lock out your elbows. From here, friends, we're gonna sit back into a chair pose. I know it feels hard and a little awkward with your hands behind you. Keep a tone in your belly to support your low back. So navel to spine. Try to keep your heart lifted and your gaze forward rather than down. So let your heart look up as well, if possible. Weight is in your heels, sit a little bit lower. And see if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart. Take one more round of breath here. Keep your hands clasped, forward fold. So crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. See if you can lift your knuckles up even more. Breathe into this, let your neck relax, let your face be soft. Last couple of rounds, just hanging out. Next time you inhale, so hands to low back, then release. Inhale, halfway lift position, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up and push the ground away. And then exhale to slowly lower down. Inhale, lift your heart, keep your shoulders back and down. Tone in your belly to support low back, and then just a tabletop, hands and knees. All right, friends. So from your hands and your knees, spread your fingers and actively push into the ground. So you want to already feel your strong arm muscles. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel your strong core. There should be a brace around your middle. It shouldn't feel like your belly is dropping down. So see if you can create that brace. Those transverse abdominals are what's creating it. All right, right arm forward, left leg back, spinal balance. Don't let your belly drop down. Keep drawing your belly button in and up. Keep pushing into the ground firmly with your left fingertips. Gaze down so the back of your neck is long. Take one more in-breath. Exhale, elbow to knee, slowly curl and hollow out. Inhale, lengthen. Now listen, exhale, zigzag, right arm goes right, left leg goes left. Bend your elbow or knee to make it a little less heavy. Take a full round as you hold here. Lift higher if you can, reach further if you can. Inhale, back to spinal balance, so reach forward and back. And then one more time, elbow to knee, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set just your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes to the outside of your mat. It's like a little kickstand behind you. And then left arm up. So modified side plank. You can set your left foot down if you want. Otherwise, left leg is lifted and it's strong. Press onto an invisible wall with your left foot. Maybe take your left arm forward and lengthen your left side. Perfect place to stay. Or bend your left knee. Reach back, grab your foot. Try not to kick your foot up like this. I know it's easier. Kick your foot back. Press your hips forward. Let your heart look up. Breathe. Soften around the pose. Spread your toes if you're holding your foot in your hand. One last round of breath here. And then slowly let it go. Hands and knees. From your hands and your knees, sit back into a kneeling position, hero's pose. If kneeling does not work for you, please feel free to take some other seated posture or use a block. You can bring knees together, feet apart, and your block just in between your feet. All right, so just sitting back. Let your arms relax down by your sides. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to take eagle arms, left arm under, right arm on top. So wrap your arms together, and if you can, get your eagle arms. If that is too much, you can grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Both poses, both variations, see if you can lift your elbows up away from your chest. Away from your chest. Gaze right through your arms. Feel into a neutral spine. Breathe here. If you have the wrap of your arms, you can play with kind of tick-tocking your arms side to side a little bit. So your arms go one way, your gaze goes the other way. And then arms go one way, gaze goes the other way. Breathe, big spacious breath. Last couple. All right, my friends, bottom of your next exhale, release your arms and just let them rest down by your side. You might feel for a moment, kind of pins and needles, little tinglies, perfectly normal. Roll your shoulders a few times up, back, and down. And then after a few rolls of your shoulders, shoulders back and down, roll your neck gently and intentionally, either all the way around in big circles, or just draw little smiley faces with the crown of your head. Good job, friends. All right, let's come back to center, back to neutral, and then transition just back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, downward facing dog. Oh, enjoiiiii breath, fire it up. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee and peel it open. You're more than welcome to stay right here, otherwise just one more in breath here. And as you exhale, right knee towards your left elbow, get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged dog, take it back up, see if you can open your hip. Exhale, right knee, right arm, pick it as high as you can, push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged dog, open your hip one more time. And then keep your hips as high as possible. Knee towards your nose, step forward softly. Crescent lunge, rise slowly. All right, so take a moment, settle into your strong, stable foundation of your legs. Pull your front hip back, back hip forward. And then your upper body, feel that tone of your belly. Heart lifted, maybe gaze lifted. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh, lean forward. If it would be helpful, you can kind of scoot your back foot forward a little bit. Draw your belly button in and up, and then lean forward, float your back foot off the ground. Press with your back foot and extend through your spine. Stay where you're at or add some arms, both arms, one arm. You're gonna reach forward, back, out to the side. So feel your pose, breathe into it, soften around it. There's so much strength. Find that little bit of sweetness. One last round here. And then crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. All right, from here, walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten your legs anywhere you want to go. You do you for about 5 to 7 breaths in this wide-legged straddle. So you can work a forward fold, or if you want to take it somewhere else, go for it. Just breathe, feel, and notice. One last round, wherever you're working. And then halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if you need to. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. From low lunge, just step your back foot forward. You'll be in a forward fold. Inhale to a spinal extension. Exhale, let it go. Let's take it all the way up. Big stretch at the top, breathe in. Hands to your heart, breathe out. Flow with your breath, high mountain pose, inhale. Exhale, dive down, traction out your spine as you dive, then fold. Spinal extension, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up and push the ground away. And then slowly lower, strong, powerful line. Inhale, peel your heart open. Little tone in your belly to support low back. Just hands and knees, tabletop. So remember, in your tabletop, Spread your fingers, push down, draw your belly button in and up. It shouldn't feel like your belly is dropping down. And then left arm forward, right leg back. As you extend, your belly doesn't drop. You stay connected to your center. Your inner thighs face each other. Reach like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Your palm faces in, thumb faces up. Press with your back foot. One more in breath. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. Zigzag, go left with your arm, right with your leg. Hold here for a full round. Bend your elbow or knee to modify to make it less heavy. See if you can lift higher, reach further. Inhale back to spinal balance. And exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left hand down. Pivot on left knee. And then right arm up. Open up, modified side plank. So open through the front of your hips, front of your heart. Back leg powerful. Back foot active. Right arm reaches forward, lengthen through your right side. Great place to stay. Only if you want. Final option, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand and pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart look up at the sky. Breathe, soften around the pose. So you're using a lot of strength. Soften around at one last big inhale. And then slow release, let it go. Hands and knees, tabletop. From your hands and your knees, one more time, sit back into hero's pose or use your block in between your feet. So knees together, feet apart. You sit on your block. You can sit on two blocks, one on top of the other. Okie doke. Arms down by your sides. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, right arm under, left arm on top. Right arm under, left arm on top. If it's too much, you can't wrap your arms, then grab the backs of your shoulders. Try to lift your elbows up, both variations. Gazing through your arms, tone your belly, so feel a neutral spine. For me, usually I find that I'm pressing my ribs forward, and I'm not engaging my lowest, deepest abdominals, so I have to get that little tone to get back to neutral. It takes awareness. So bring awareness into the way you are sitting, your pelvis, your spine. If you want to tuck your arms on this side a little bit, go for it. Last couple breaths or so here. Breathe into the back of your heart space. Breathe into your shoulders. Take one last huge round of breath, as big as you can fill up. If you want, side out your mouth. Then release, let your arms just fall down. Might feel the blood kind of coming back into your arms. That's perfectly normal. Invitation, just like we did before, roll out your shoulders a few times. After a few rolls of your shoulders down and back, move your head around a bit, just gently and mindfully, so nothing is forceful or aggressive. Straight. Little baby smiley faces, big smiley faces, full circles, up to you. And just make sure your breath is right there with you, your spine nice and neutral if possible. Last couple rounds. And then come back to this head stacked on top of your spine. And come back to hands and knees, tabletop. From tabletop, downward facing dog pose. Ujjayi breath. Fire it up. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Open up your left hip, so bend your left knee and peel it open. Squeeze your outer left butt cheek. So you are more than welcome to stay right here. This is a great stretch. Or take one more inhale here. A little bit of core exhale. Left knee, right elbow as close as you can come. Inhale back up. Open your hip up. Exhale, left knee, left armpit, or as high as you can get. Push the ground away. Inhale back up. And then exhale, everybody, knee towards your nose. Keep your hips really high as you step forward softly. And then crescent lunge, rise. Find the stability in your legs. Pull your front hip back, hip forward. Little tone in your belly. Soften your face. Feel your pose in this moment in your body. One more inhale here, maybe even gazing up. And then exhale, hands to your front thigh, lean forward. Draw your belly button in and up, so feel that connection to your center. And then lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. So hips are square, inner thighs face each other. Warrior 3 variation, press with your back foot, lengthen through your spine. You can stay here, or maybe you want to add some arms, one, both, out to the sides, back, forward. You do you. One last full round. Whew. See if you can come back to a crescent lunge, soft landing maybe. Inhale. Nice work. Exhale, hands down. Walk your hands to the right, long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Anywhere you want to go once again for about 5 breaths. All right, finish up where you're working last couple rounds. Halfway lift, inhale, fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees if you need. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. From your low lunge, just simply step your back foot forward, forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in and lengthen, realign. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way up, arms extend overhead, inhale. Then hands so hard, exhale. Flow with your breath, high mountain, inhale. Little baby back bend, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Re-extend, realign. Take it all the way down nice and easy, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Pause in plank, one arm at a time. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank pose. All right, so if you can, make a number 11 on the ground with your forearms and spread your fingers, press your palms down, especially press your thumbs and index. If that's too much, you can make a tripod instead. Moving towards dolphin. Do not let your elbows drift apart. Walk your toes in, lift your hips up. Imagine you're trying to press your heart back. Stay in dolphin, or if you want to play in dolphin, feel free to lift one leg. Take a couple hops even. Lift the other leg. Keep hugging in with your upper arms, pressing down through your forearms, and let your neck relax. Unless you're hopping, you can gaze forward. Otherwise, head is heavy, press your heart back. Last couple big deep breaths. Ah, good job, you guys. Let it all go. Knees down, sit back and rest. Child, embryo, puppy, heroes. Just breathe. Good job, everybody. Next couple of rounds. Downward facing dog. Okie dokie, my friends. From your down dog, right leg to the sky. Open your right hip, bend your right knee. Wonderful place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, lift your heart. Breathe down into your low belly. Ah, one more big in breath. Now exhale, come back. Right leg extends high, inhale here. As you exhale, right shin to the top of your yoga mat for pigeon pose. Set up your pigeon however you like it, even if that's in a seat or on your back. And then we'll be in pigeon for about 5 to 10 rounds. So just let your body settle breath by breath. I'm going to take it on my back because my right knee's been bugging me. But wherever you are at today, try to honor that. Your body does not usually benefit from pushing it too far. Good job, you guys. Be here for a few more rounds. Open mouth size anytime. If you're in a regular pigeon, then you're just gonna find your own way back to three-legged dog. I guess no matter what variation you're in, we'll find our way back into a three-legged dog. So in your next couple of breaths, and you can stay a little longer if you want, but just in your next couple of breaths, start your own transition back to three-legged dog with your right leg reaching up, and you can give it a nice little shake out, or maybe open your hip or circle out your knee. All right, take one more inhale, just extend your right leg super high, nice and long, and then set your right foot down, regular down dog, walk it out, pedal out your heels. From your down dog, inhale, come forward to high plank position, so you're at the top of a push-up. From here, we're going to move into a side plank. Right hand is our foundation. Please feel free to modify if you want. So you can take modified again if you want to bring your right knee down. Otherwise, lift your hips really high. Your left arm is reaching up or your left arm could reach forward. Maybe float your left leg up and lift your hips even higher. So feel your right side abdominals, those oblique muscles doing as much work as possible. Take a couple more breaths, couple more rounds. Lift your hips. And then plank or modified plank, inhale at the top of your push-up. Strong, straight, powerful line. Exhale all the way to your belly. Be on your belly, moving into shoulder pigeon. Turn your head to the left. Extend your right arm straight out to the right so your palm is facing the ground. And then roll up onto your right side. Position you want to take with your left leg, your left arm even. Sometimes I like to reach my left arm up and back or wrap my left forearm to my low back. Last couple of rounds, you guys. Big deep breath. And come back to your belly, nice and easy. For just a moment, turn your head the other way and do whatever feels good with your arms. I'm just gonna sit on my, like put my hands underneath my hips. I'm just gonna rock my hips side to side, but you can do whatever feels good. You can windshield wiper your knee or your shins. And then in your next couple of rounds, however you want to get there, downward facing dog is where we're headed. Walk it out in your dog pose, reconnect to your enjoiiiii. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And then peel your left hip open. Stay here, or option to flip. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward, lift your hips, open through your heart. Breathe down the length of your front body. Nice job, you guys. If you're with me in the back bend, one last in-breath. And then come back, three-legged down dog. Left leg extends high. Inhale here. As you exhale, pigeon pose. So left shin forward, set your body down. I'm going to stay in a regular pigeon this time, but please honor whatever you need. If you want to take it on your back or in a seat, feel free. 5 to 10 deep breaths here. So just hang out rather than waiting for it to be over. Just be in it. Feel it. Good job, you guys. Last couple of breaths, 2, 3 rounds. I'll just kind of leave it up to you. So you be the judge when you feel pretty much even on both sides. Three-legged down dog is where we're headed. So find your own way through your three-legged dog. Left leg extended. Give it a nice little shaky shake, or maybe open your hips, circle out your knee. And then eventually just a regular down dog. Walk it out. All right, inhale, come forward, high plank. And then we're gonna transition into a side plank, left hand this time is your foundation. You can take modified if you want, left knee could come down. Otherwise, lift your hips really high. Right arm is reaching up or forward. And if you want, you could even try floating your right leg up. As your right leg floats up, so you can lift your hips higher. So be in your pose and feel whatever there is to feel. Breathe into every little space, last couple rounds. Woo! And then come back slowly to plank. Top of your push-up. Inhale, push the ground away. Strong straight line, lower slowly. Try to keep your shoulders plugged in. Don't let them roll forward. Once you get onto your belly, shoulder pigeon, turn your head to the right. Reach your left arm out to the left. Palm is facing the ground. And any variation you want to take on this side with right arm, right leg. You can take your last few rounds of breath, bigger, more spacious inhales. Exhale, just let go. And then ease your way back onto your belly, nice and easy. Oh, turn your head the other way for a moment, whatever feels good with your arms and your legs. So maybe a little shimmy, a little rock of your hips, or even a little windshield wipering of your shins if you want. Just make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart if you take those windshield wipers. Breathe out into your low back. And then child's pose is where we're headed. If you feel like, oh, I was really wanting one last down dog, take one last down dog. But otherwise, just sit back into your child's pose. Knees can be wide or together or somewhere in between. And just breathe. Good job. However you want to transition, slowly start to find your way down onto your back. And once you are on your back, just hug your knees in and take a little rock from side to side. We'll do a last little snippet of core work. So, alrighty, let's bring our feet to the ground with knees bent. And then you're gonna cross your right knee on top of your left knee, like somebody would sit in a chair if they're wearing a really short skirt. And then lift your left foot up, and if you can, take eagle legs. If you can't, that's okay. I can't, but I'm just gonna squeeze my legs together and imagine I'm trying to wrap my toes around my shin or around my calf. All right, take your right hand to your right thigh and your left hand on top of your right thigh. And then I want you to pull your low belly down and press your legs into your hands at the same time. Press your hands into your legs, lift your head up, chin towards your chest. Press, so you're using your own strength to challenge yourself. Press, push your hands into your legs, squeeze your legs and press them back into your hands. Pull your low belly down, pull it down, chin to chest. Keep pushing, keep breathing, keep pulling your low belly down. Squeeze your inner thighs one last round. Lift, squeeze, pull low belly down, and release. Whew. All right, keep your legs like they are, but if you've got that second wrap of your toes, let that part go. And you're just gonna let your knees fall over to the left side. You might kind of scoot your hips over to the right edge of your mat a little more. Reach your right arm out. You're in a supine spinal twist. If you don't like having your knees crossed here, just uncross them. Totally not a big deal. I'm gonna uncross mine actually. And then just breathe here for a moment. Nice and easy. Bring it back to center. And then before we do that on the other side, invitation for either a regular bridge or a restorative bridge. Personally, I'm going to take a restorative bridge because I think that will just feel really nice. But if you're feeling a just more active bridge pose, go for it. About 5 breaths. And use this to stretch through your front body, through the front of your hips, your abdominal wall. So after that core work, just a little bit of counter stretching, lengthening. And even if you're on a block like me, do press through your feet, especially heels and inner edges. So there's a little bit of activation through your legs. It's that grounding sensation through your feet. All right, from the press of your feet, if you've got a block underneath you, lift your hips up and work your block out of the way. Come back down to neutral spine position. This time you're gonna cross left knee on top of right. So again, like somebody would sit in a chair wearing a really short skirt. Left knee on top of right, lift your right foot up. If you can, eagle legs. If you can't, just act like you're trying to work towards eagle legs. That's what I do. Left hand on your thigh, right hand on top of left. You will only feel this if you work it yourself. So if you're not really doing anything, you won't feel anything. You have to use your own strength. Pull your low belly down. Chin to chest, push, hands into legs, legs back into hands. Push, squeeze your inner thighs. You're pushing legs into hands, hands back into legs. Pull low belly down, chin to chest. Try not to strain through your face. Keep breathing. If you're shaking, that's perfectly normal. Draw low belly down. Keep pushing, hands into legs, legs back into hands. Active toes, spread your toes. 2 more breaths. Hold, lift, pull low belly down, squeeze. Woo-wee, and let it go. Okay. You can leave your legs crossed, but just let the toes from behind your calf, let that part go. And then left arm out, scoot your hips to the left, roll onto your right side, supine twist. If you don't want your legs crossed, uncross them. And breathe. Gaze up or over left shoulder. Ease your way in your next round or two. Ease your way back to neutral, back to center. For a moment, feet together, knees apart. And if you want to, you can support yourself with blocks underneath your thighs or knees. If it feels better. And then after a few breaths in this position, happy baby pose. Lift your feet up, grab hold of your feet, pull down with your arms, press up through your heels, flex your toes back. Make sure your elbows are inside your knees and your knees are nice and wide. We're going for a neutral spine. Most people in happy baby are rounding their back quite a bit. That's okay, but have the intention of trying to neutralize. So like you're pressing your tailbone towards the ground and drawing the backs of your shoulders down. You can rock a little bit or maybe even extend one leg, then the other leg. Please take your time. We're heading towards our final relaxation, our Shavasana. So if there's any other poses you want to take for yourself, go for it. Otherwise, you can just start to make your way into your final relaxation. Set yourself up however you feel most comfortable. And as you, excuse me, as you start settling in, you can let your breath become effortless. Let go of any control or manipulation and just let your body breathe itself. This is just a thought by Ram Dass as you settle into your final relaxation and essentially your meditation. He says, if you meditate regularly, even when you don't feel like it, you will make great gains, for it will allow you to see how your thoughts impose limits on you. If you meditate regularly, even when you don't feel like it, you will make great gains, for it will allow you to see how your thoughts impose limits on you. Sometimes I know it's easy to feel like we're bad at meditating or we can't get away from our thinking, talking, judging mind. It's really loud. And that's perfectly normal. It's part of being human. And the trick is just starting to become more aware of your thoughts, starting to witness the thoughts that are flowing through you every moment of every day. Most people think that is who they are. So separating yourself from those thoughts, recognizing that you are the witness, you are the awareness behind it all, that can really be such a beautiful gift. It can be a life-changing gift. These last few moments, you're the witness. Whatever thoughts are coming and going, they're not who you are. Whatever sensations, whatever emotions are coming and going, they're not who you are. So the fear that you might feel sometimes in your life, you're bigger than that fear. You're behind it. You're holding it. You're the wide open space. These last few moments, let yourself feel into that, the wide open space, the awareness, the witness consciousness. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And you'll start to slowly come back into your body, wiggle fingers, toes, little movements. And eventually roll to either side and give yourself a couple moments, couple breaths there. Use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. And with your hands, gather to your heart center. Close your eyes and just bow your head. And thank yourself, acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day, be in your body, to listen to your breath and connect in a deeper way with what's going on inside of you. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. It is full on winter out there. My goodness. Can't even believe it. All
Thanks so
right.
much,
Thanks,
Katie.
Katie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. guys. See you next week.